Hi guys, welcome to the channel. So what I'm going to be doing in this is just showing you my journey from where I am at the moment, which is just getting started out as a sort of driveway trader. From there I'm hoping to go on to getting a lot with a couple of cars in it, maybe a porta cabin, and building up from there to a forecourt and then a proper dealership. So I thought what I'd do is get started early, take you through some of the cars that I've got at the moment, and then I'm also going to be just showing you where I am in terms of like finances, what the deals are making and things like that. And hopefully this kind of thing works for me, channel blows up, and all the people just start coming to my dealership. So I'll show you around a couple of the cars, like I said, that I've got on at the moment. So the first item of my impressive collection is this Skoda Roomster that I'm in now. 1.9 PD, absolutely cracking engine, which I love. I used to have a Passat with that in. This one's the 110 horsepower. The Passat was the two red letters, so that was 130 horsepower. Brilliant engines that just go and go and go. I've been quite unlucky with this Roomster, let's say. When I bought it, I probably didn't do all the sorts of checks and everything that I should have. But, you know, I drive back and I just, you know, I start picking things up. So when I bought it, it was £825 that I got it for. And just to give you an idea of what that buys you a Skoda Roomster with only 117,000 miles on it, pretty good. An MOT history that almost seems too good to be true, with no advisories ever, and no advisories at the moment. Fairly short MOT. It's I picked it up at the end of August. It's just the start of September now, and this MOT is only going to be going until the 26th of December. So from there, I was driving this back from Manchester, and it's creaking badly. So I'm sort of thinking, well, I'll get that suspension sorted. So that's a pair of coil springs that I've now installed. There's a couple of things that I've already done to it. So a couple of coil springs, and then ran it down to my mechanic, who I met at a scrapyard actually, but he's sort of similar to me. He's only lived near here for about a year, and he's just getting started, and he's doing a really good job. So I got him to check it over, and he just went through all the things that it'll need to basically get through another MOT with no advisories, and actually no advisories this time. So that's why I've got a couple of wheels in the back there. I've gone and bought a couple of bulbs. These are the ones for the spotlights and the bumper. Engine and gearbox are absolutely sound, which is always a real relief, because obviously when you're buying these sorts of things, those are the kinds of things that will be expensive and can get out of hand fast. And if you want to know a little bit more about that, then there'll be a video on my Saab 9-3 coming up as well. Anyways, I'll take on a little tour of this room, sir. We'll go through the couple of little niggles that it's got, and then I'll be able to give you a sort of video updates, and we'll sort of go through the transformation that this is going to be going through as well. So first of all, just sat in here. What is quite nice is that it's in fairly good nick. When I bought it, this little bit of trim was gone, so the window switches were just hanging out, and they were a bit temperamental. But that was a visit to the scrapyard that the guy who owns the place, I told him what I'd taken, and he just said, oh, you can have that for free. Then I went back for more, got those tires, and they were £20 each. They've got a really good tread on them. They're honestly looking quite good. The radio works in this as well, which is brilliant. Came with a fairly chunky book as well, which is nice. I always quite like to have those. The V5 have brought it into trade. I've got my own company now. It's one of the first things that you start off with, and that's meant that I can also get my trade plates and get my motor insurance sorted. You can probably hear at the moment as well that there's thunder. You might be able to hear the thunder. You can definitely see that it's raining. A dreary day in England, but I repeat myself. So from there, so I've just got all the crap in the back that I just used to, you know, put the thing back together again. You've got the odd bit of, like, you know, cosmetic damage really that needs to be put back together. These are quite a common thing. The cover that sits on there just snaps off pretty regularly apparently. The end of the handbrake is a little bit knackered. What else? For some reason there was an LED sat in the offside rear cluster. I don't know why, but that would have been an MOT fail, because it just wasn't showing up. But all the lights have been sorted now. You can probably see in the back there as well, I've taken the liner off. Now that was just basically to investigate an issue I was having with the boot latch. So I'll just take you through what's been going on with that. With that boot latch, essentially, when I bought it, it only opened from the key, and that's not ideal. And I was thinking, well, it's probably just a little micro switch or something, and it turned out that that's all it needed, a micro switch. So I've ordered that, and that's going to be installed. The registration plate lights weren't working either, so those have been installed now as well. And other things that would, little things again that it would fail its MOT on, but that are now replaced, so it's all good. Now the boot latch itself, it would kind of lock up, and it was quite an easy fix. Basically, what I needed to do was open up the boot from the key, because it would do it from the key but not from the actual latch, and just fiddle around with the spring in there, make sure there's plenty of WD-40, and it just extends its life, really. Now above there, of course, you've got the micro switch, where you would actually open it from the outside, and that's not working, and that's sort of in the wiper. I'll show you a picture of that, a little video of that now, to give you a better idea of you know, what's going on there. But honestly, £825 if this car will be able to get through its MOT. I'm looking at being able to sell it on to someone who's already, you know, wanting it for their business, in order to transfer like linen around for their cleaning company. And there's already a price agreed there of about £18.90, which is, you know, for one of these with 12 months MOT on it, no advisories, all in good order, and, you know, all working fine, then that's a pretty good price. So this, I think, is going to be something that I've done the numbers, and at the moment I'm maybe about £1,000 into it, car included. I reckon there's maybe a £200 or £300 to spend on it more at this point, to go from it being, you know, okay and needing a few things for its MOT to actually just being able to fly through, no advisories. So that's where we are at the moment. I'll take you through a couple of the other cars now as well, and then we'll do a little bit of the finances of where I am as well. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment in the comment section down below, hit the like button. You know all the sort of good stuff to do, anything that helps the channel grow. Share this video to your friends as well if you want to. All the best.